Mm. So, hello and welcome to this Vinyasa flow class, Wednesday morning UK time. I hope you're all feeling excellent today. And if you're not quite feeling excellent, maybe we can move the needle a little bit in that direction. So, finding our seat, and that could be on a block or bolster or on the ground, somewhere where we can have the knees a little bit below the hip points. And just float the hands, wrists floating up, fingers soft. And with an exhale, gently bringing the hands down to the legs and letting them fall as they wish, wherever they feel most comfy. And maybe they provide just a little bit of support as we gently soften the eyes, inhale and grow that little bit taller, extending the spine. Small core engagement to support that height. And as we exhale, soften, but try to retain that height. A couple more steady breaths like this. Inhaling, using the inhale to fill the body and support a lengthening of the spine. And then with an exhale, a softening of the exterior, gently retaining the height as best we can. One more. Now starting to pay attention just to the progress of the body, the breath in and out of the body. So maybe we breathe first into the top of the lungs, upper ribs, collarbones, and then the side ribs around the middle of the body, and then into the belly. So it's a 3-part breath. And when we exhale, we try to follow the breath from the base of the spine to the very top. So exhale, and we'll exhale tummy, side ribs, middle of the body, and then the upper ribs, chest. Okay, with a 3-part breath, inhaling upper chest, mid ribs, and belly. Hold for a moment, and then controlled exhale, belly, side ribs, upper chest. Try to make the exhale one flowing progression. And one more, inhaling chest, and then mid ribs, then the belly. Short retention, and a smooth exhale, bottom of spine to top. Last one, inhale, upper chest, mid ribs, and the belly. Hold the breath in and see if you can grow soft through the skin. So we're retaining the inhale, the lungs are full, but the body feels relaxed. And then exhale, let that breath track up the spine. And then let the practice go. Gently blink open the eyes. And we'll come to a little bit of just sort of moving the shoulders, starting to get into the shoulders and the neck. Maybe we're rolling the shoulders back. And the fingertips might float up to the shoulders. And we start drawing some circles with the elbows. Trying to keep the rest of the torso still as shoulder blades glide over the ribs. Maybe the speed picks up a little. Breath still nice and soft. Face nice and soft. And let's come the other way. So how much can you articulate the shoulder blade without the body rocking back and forth too much? ribs popping out and so forth. And then let that go. And let's just hover the hands out in front and start paying attention to what's going on with the shoulder. So maybe we need to roll the shoulder back so it feels like it's sitting down on the back. With an inhale, just spread the hands. The hands are palm facing down. And as we come backwards, we feel the shoulder blades squeeze together. We lift up through the pelvic floor core to support. Exhale, we'll bring the hands forward and we'll wrap around one arm under the other. See if we can get the fingertips around the outside of the arms, maybe touching the shoulder blades. A little squeeze here as if you're drawing the shoulder blades apart, elbows reaching forwards, tummy in and up. Exhale. Hands float back to the starting position. Inhale again. Make it slow. Take your time over this. Really feel what's going on. As we come back past the shoulders, you probably feel the belly switch on automatically. And this time, as we exhale, other arm on top. And again, wrap around. See as the elbows drag forwards and we can feel us pulling the shoulder blades with them. Relax it and we'll go once more each side. So starting position. Inhale. A bit more effort maybe on the squeeze this time if that feels okay. And then forwards, exhale, wrap. Try to remember which arm goes on top. Elbows reach forward, spine tall, pelvic floor in and up. Relax it. Prepare last one. Inhale. Squeeze. Exhale, other arm on top, wrap. And draw the elbows forwards. Nice, let that go. And we'll do our regular side stretches. So we'll inhale and have a little look at that hand. Exhale, fold it over, lifting over the inner hip. Maybe deepening on the next breath. Maybe the elbow comes towards the floor or finds the floor. Keep the sitting bones grounded. Gaze up, top hand up, float, lift from the core. Pause in the middle. Exhale over to the other side. Looking for that lift here in the inner side of the body. Maybe we stretch a little further with the exhale. Maybe we don't. And then fingers float, gaze floats. Pause and exhale. A little deeper this time. So avoid collapsing and walk the hand further away instead to come deeper. And last one, fingers float, engage core, lift. And over. Nice, steady breath here. And lift those fingers, inhale to the center. Exhale the hands down. And we're going to take some just sweeping motions like this. The fingertips brushing the earth. Coming to a comfortable depth here. Letting the spine open up with the repetition. Try to keep contact with the mat and not roll forwards off the bum. Couple more like this. And then let's inhale, right hand back. And we'll just lift the hips up. We'll lift the hips up and lift the left hand. Exhale, sweep it around and we'll take it to the other side. Push the hips forwards. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And let that go. Uncross the legs. Maybe you give the calves a little drum and roll the ankles a couple of times. We've been sitting cross-legged for a few minutes. And then we'll draw the right leg in towards us. Might come quite far in. Maybe we wrap the elbow around the front of the shin. Maybe we're wrapping the hands around. Depends on body shape and so forth. We're going to roll the shoulders back. Inhale, get a nice, straight, tall spine. And we're going to come forwards inside the leg here. So take it nice and slow, concentrating on keeping the seat even. Neck is long rather than dropping the head down, so the face is parallel with the floor as we reach forwards. Exhale, spread the hands out again, as like aeroplane wings. Right hand, turn it so it's palm facing back, thumb down, and maybe the back of that hand wraps around coming towards the back. And maybe the other arm might find those fingers for a bind. Or maybe they won't. That's okay if we're staying with the aeroplane. That's totally fine as well. See if with the exhale we can draw the belly in, and we might find a little bit more rounding in the spine. Gently release the bind if we've got it, sitting ourselves back up, and the sole of the right foot comes to the inside of the left thigh. So the toes might be just coming up to the knee joint. There is a bit of a space between the leg and the groin. Make sure that we're on the front of the sitting bones, and inhale the arms up. Exhale, left arm comes down inside that left leg. Inhale, right leg. Right arm goes high. Side bend here. Maybe on the exhale, if it feels good, the arm comes over the top. Try to avoid collapsing the head down. Keep the face pointing forwards, nice and soft. Inhale, hands up. Both hands come up. Bring the torso back in line with the outstretched leg. Exhale, fingertips down, and a small bend here. Come forwards as far as we can, and then you can let the head go. Come forwards with the inhale, come forwards to come up, inhaling up. Left hand goes down, fingertips to support. First two fingers around that right big toe. Exhale, in. Exhale, inhale. Concentrating the movement in the hip socket as much as we can. Couple more like this. Try to pull back first from the shoulder and then the elbow. And then we're going to cross this knee over the other. So bring that foot across. You can use the forearm to help lever it on. And we try to stack the knees like this. Roll shoulders back, fingertips face away, open the chest. Exhale, fold a little or a lot towards the crossed leg. Check in if you've rolled onto one hip or the other. Bring the weight as central as possible. Gently inhale up. And we're going to bring out the left hand outside the foot, outside the right foot, extending that right foot away. Inhale the right hand up. Exhale, open out into a twist towards the back. So try to lean back, sit up nice and upright, and open the shoulders. Just like we were doing at the beginning. Shoulder blades come together behind the back. And inhale, circle that hand around. Maybe both hands find the foot here. You might need to bend the knee. Straight spine, inhale. Exhale, maybe you draw the leg in. Next, the right arm is going to come under that right leg. So we're coming towards our compass pose prep. Usually the description is wear the leg like a backpack. Get it as high up as you can. It probably won't come all the way over the shoulder. And this could be enough. See if we could just put the fingertips down on the ground and be here for a moment. And we're going to try to build a little bit of wrist and core strength here. You might be on the fingertips. The palms might come down. Front heel stays down. And we lift the bottom. So see if we can lift the bum off the mat with the leg hooked. If that's easy, lift the heel as well. And lower down. Rest for a moment. Check wrists are okay. And one more. So even if it's just the idea, and we leave the heel down, we'll try to come up onto these 3 points. If it's feeling impossible to lift, you may need to bring the weight forwards a little towards the outstretched leg. And let that go. Opportunity for a couple of breaths in compass pose here. Left hand comes back to the outside of the right foot. Push the right heel away and keep pushing it away. Head comes under the arm. Face turns to the left. So keep pushing that heel away. Wherever we are, let that go. Release the foot, bring it back out in front. Quick reset of the legs. And we'll come to this one, opening up the front of the hip. So bend the right knee in, top of the right foot down. And we start to come back onto one forearm and maybe both forearms. We're trying to keep that right knee down on the mat and the knees as close together as possible. You can push the top of the bent foot into the ground. Feel like you're lengthening the stomach away from the waistline as you send the knee forwards. From here, you'll roll just a little bit onto the left foot, release right foot, draw the knee up towards the chin, and we'll take some big circles in the hip socket here. Maybe as you come across to the left, you're rolling onto that left hip. Inhaling towards the chin, exhaling away. Inhaling, exhaling. Next time you come to the middle, stop and take it the other way. Done some good shoulder mobilization. And now we're really getting those hips open. Come back to the middle again. Pause. Extend that heel away. Send the heel away. Lift up. Tickle the toes. Gently release the leg and we'll come over to the other side. So I think we started off with this one. So draw the left heel in towards the hips. So remember, we could bring this left shoulder inside the knee, and we start off just with a reach forward. Exhaling, reaching forwards, trying to find that even seat. Next, we come out to the aeroplane, the arms go wide, and this is enough. If we can be here with this feeling of the spine rounding forwards, the sitting bones on the ground, that's plenty. If we want to try getting into the bind, left hand faces the back of the mat, thumb down, and maybe the back of the hand scooches round, and the right fingers find it. Face is parallel to the floor, back of neck is long, chin might be drawing in and back just a little. Maybe as we exhale and draw the belly button back towards the spine, there's that bit more depth. And then gently let go of the bind if you've got it. We'll inhale back to sitting, and now we'll bring the left foot inside that right thigh. First, the side bend, right fingers walk out, open the chest, inhale, left hand up. As you're ready and comfortable, exhale, maybe the hand comes over. See what's going on around the core and the spine. Can you lift out of the pelvis, engage the core a little bit more? That's lovely. Try to keep the face parallel to the looking forwards or looking up rather than collapsing down. Inhale, float fingers. Turn the torso to be looking over the outstretched leg. Check in that the seat is just so. And then we'll inhale forwards and maybe exhale, we fold a little deeper, finding our depth. And maybe we round forwards towards the outstretched leg, rounding the back. Inhaling forwards to come up, slide fingers back towards you. Extend left leg, a little reset of the legs. And then it's these ones. So taking hold of the big toe, right fingertips down behind and beside you for support. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Now glued to the mat and engaged through the core, can you remain? Leg heavy and soft, arm doing the work, core doing the work. Exhale, and then the next time you come back, right hand outside the foot, change to supporting with the left hand while you prepare. So you want to feel like you're on the front of the sitting bones, nice and tall. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, we open out, keep the spine upright. Lovely. Next, inhale, sweep that back hand around. Both hands take hold of the foot. If you can't reach the foot, you can always take hold of the calf. And with an exhale, keeping the heel extending away, softening at the hip, we draw the leg in. Maybe just a little bit. Stretching the hamstring. And then letting go with the left hand, we're coming to that leg over arm first position. Take your time. You can have a wiggle around, see what works, see what doesn't work. See where we can get the leg. And as before, options are palms down along fingertips, maybe just lifting the bum, maybe coming for the full lift. Gently let that go when you're ready. And again, opportunity to play with compass pose or just seeing what it feels like. Right hand outside left foot. And again, we're nice and balanced in the ground. As we exhale, we push left heel away. And you see I'm trying to get the arm behind the head so the head isn't squashed down. But I'm still nice and open across the chest. Both sitting bones on the floor. Head not squashed. And then gently let that leg fold back down. Release it. Again, the brief reset there. Maybe round through the spine and straighten up. And then we're coming to the hips. So fold that left foot back. Bring the knees together and start making your way back onto the forearms, keeping top of foot pressed down, knee going that way, belly going towards your shoulders. You're feeling it in the knee and not in the thigh. Just come back up a little bit. We want to stretch the quadricep and the hip here, not annoy the knee. And then from here, we're rolling onto the right hip. This time, roll across onto the right hip and draw those circles. Inhaling in, exhaling away as big as you can. Yeah, so we roll onto that right hip as you come out. So it's like a twist. And then you come back onto the full of the pelvis as you come back. Come the other way if you haven't already. These big circles. And then bring the knee in towards the chin. So a little bit of a momentum, just come to here, extend the heel away, tickle the toes. And then gently, foot comes down, we come to the seated position, and let's come straight over onto all fours. Just take a few breaths here to get into the spine. Inhaling and exhaling through our cat-cow. Trying to use everything we know about our own biomechanics to imagine what the skeleton is doing as we move. Next time you round up, bring the shoulders over the wrist, feel like you're really pushing from the toes, and hover the knees just a little bit. Maybe you bring the shoulders forwards if that's possible for you. Avoid any sharp sensation in the wrist. Draw the tummy in, round the upper back. Exhale, lower the knees down, hips go back, untuck toes. A moment in child's pose. But it's just a moment, ready to come forwards again. As you come forwards, we retuck the toes, shoulders over the wrist, tummy in. Maybe we hover the knees. Squeeze all the fingertips into the mat to help engage all the muscles in the forearm and protect the wrist. Drawing the pelvis under, tummy in. And then exhale, knees down, untuck toes. Hips all the way back. Arms are nice and stretched out. Maybe the forehead comes down to the mat. Soften. And then one more time, ready to come forwards. Energy through the hands. Inhale. Sliding forwards, tucking toes as we go. As we come with the shoulders past the wrist, tucking the pelvis under. Maybe floating the knees, maybe leaning forwards a little bit more. And then we're going to come all the way back to downward dog. Nice and slow. Exhale. Really savor it. All the way back to your downward dog. And then in your dog, let's bring a little movement into that dog. Try lifting one hip and see if the foot comes with it. So don't lift the foot, lift the hip and let the lifting of the hip float the foot. And keep changing sides. Lifting one hip and then the other. Nice. And then a few corkscrews. So drop the heels to the right. Exhale. Bend the knees deeply. Pressure through left hand. Inhale to center. Exhale, heels over to the left. Push down through that right hand to open the right side of the body. Look under the right armpit. Inhale to center. Exhale, heels to the left. Under the left armpit, pressure through left hand. To the middle, inhale. Exhale, heels drop to the left. Open the right side, push down through the right hand. Inhale to center, and we're going to come to the front of the mat. Little steps. Again, picking up one hip and then the other. So rolling the pelvis. We're not really lifting the feet. We're driving this movement from the core, drawing the belly in to lift the hip. As we come towards the hands, we're bending the knees. And then letting the head go and letting the neck be long as we come into a standing forward fold. Knees are really soft. Fingertips could be on the mat or backs of the hands could be on the mat. There's no weight in the hands. Torso rests on the thighs. Going to come up, bend the knees more deeply, feel the weight balanced above the feet and roll out of the tummy. Inhale. Stacking the spine, hands track up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Another side bend here. Inhale the hands up. Take hold of the right wrist, circle it with the left finger and thumb. Exhale over to the left. Keep long through both sides of the body and try to avoid the hip sway. Inhale to center, swap hands, exhale. And inhale back to the center. Exhale the hands down. Gentle crouch, gentle bend of the knees here. Spine still upright. Inhale, float backs of hands, straighten legs. Exhale, gentle crouch. Keep tucking the pelvis under. Probably won't go that deep. Inhale. Exhale. This time with the right knee. Inhale, float right knee, float backs of hands. Exhale. Just towards a little warrior three. Inhale, knee comes. Exhale. Keep the weight really centered over the left foot. Inhale it through. This time back to warrior one. Exhale, right foot goes back, toes are turned out. Bring the hips straight forwards. Root down through the back foot. Right glute really engaged there. Inhale the arms up as we lift out of the pelvis. Gaze forward, shoulders soft. Exhale, circle the hands back behind the body, interlace the fingers. You might want to walk that left foot out a little bit. Roll the shoulders back, and on the next exhale, we're coming to humble warrior. So either the left shoulder on top of the thigh, or preferably inside the knee. Keep drawing the hips forwards and letting the head hang. Strong through front foot. Inhale, lift from the tummy. Turn up that back heel. Maybe you hop it in a little bit. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, send that back heel away to bring the leg a little straighter, opening the front of the thigh here. Exhale, torso comes forwards, hands go back, arrowhead lunge. Weight over the front foot. Inhale, crescent lunge. Send that heel away. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale, high lunge. Fingertips to the mat. Exhale. Ready to come back to plank. Inhale, plank. Knees down. Exhale, lower down to the floor. Fingertips wide, untuck toes. Inhale, wide arm cobra. Exhale, roll the body back down and make your way to downward dog. Lift both of the heels as high as you can, come onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower them back down. Twice more. Inhale. Raise the heels as high as you can. Exhale, let them go. And one more like that. Inhale. Exhale, bring the heels down, bend the knees, look forwards. Exhale, soft hop or gentle step up to the front of the mat. Half lift on your inhale. Exhale, fold it forwards. Bend the knees. Inhale, roll up. Maybe there's a small back bend here, if you fancy. Exhale the hands to the heart center. Tadasana. So with the soft crouch again. Inhale, float backs of hands. Exhale, gliding the fingers down. Calves really switch on. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Crouching down. This time the left knee comes with. Inhale, left knee comes up. Exhale, small soft warrior three. Inhale. Exhale. So as we come down, we first will roll into a ball, and then we open back out again. Exhale, warrior three. One more. Inhale. Exhale. So the balance is controlled throughout the whole movement. Inhale back through. And this time to warrior one. Exhale, left foot back. Turn it out. Drag the hips back to center. I'm just going to turn around. We've still got the pelvis under. Strong left glute. And we bend into that front knee as much as we can whilst keeping the back knee happy. Inhale, add the arms. Exhale, fingers interlinked behind the back. Maybe right foot steps out. Lift up, exhale, humble warrior. Strong front leg, inhale, lift up. Turn up that back heel. Reposition the feet if you need to. High crescent lunge. Sending that back heel away. Ready for arrowhead. Exhale, body comes forwards and long and straight over the front foot. Inhale. Exhale, arrowhead again. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, arrowhead. Squeeze the right glute. Inhale, crescent lunge. I'm ready to come back to plank. Exhale, hands down. Step it back to plank. And with control, exhaling down to the mat your way. Untuck toes. And let's stick with that wide cobra. Inhale, pushing the hips down to the mat, pushing the feet down to the mat, drawing the belly in. And hold. And on your next exhale, roll the spine back down. Remain here. Let's bring the head onto the back of the hands. Inhale, send the right toes away, get long as possible through the right leg. Exhale, lower the right foot down, try to keep the length. And then with the left toes, extend the left toes away. Try not to squeeze the right side of the body. Keep that length in the right leg. Lower left toes down as well. Lift the chest and let's come up onto the left forearm to start with. Bend the right knee. Inhale, open up, pressure down through the left hand. Keep the pressure off the elbow. And find the inside of that foot. Pushing down through the hips. Inhale, open up. Kicking the foot into the hand. And exhale, lower the knee. Release the foot. Come back, head down to the mat. A little wiggle through the hips, reset. Maybe you need to extend that left set of toes away again. You feel like you might have shortened the left side of the body. And then the right forearm's going to come in front. Open the chest. Bend the left knee. Inhale and really use this circling motion to open the shoulder. The next inhale, we kick the foot into the hand, opening up. Gently lowering the knee down, let it go. And before we come back to our dog again, just let the hips rock softly left, right. No tension in the glutes. And then we're going to tuck the toes and either come through plank or child's pose to our dog. In our downward dog, a couple of breaths here. And let's inhale that right heel back up and away. So rather than swinging the leg, it's unfurling the leg, pushing back with that heel. Now inhale, lifting the left heel, so coming onto tiptoes. Exhale, lowering the heel back down. Inhale, tiptoes of left foot, right heel reaches. Exhale down. Once more, inhale. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, bend the left knee. Draw the right knee under the body. And step that right foot down. Fingertips, get the body nice and long. We're in our runner's lunge. Low runner's lunge. So exhale, draw the right hip back, and we start drawing the front leg towards straight. Maybe the head comes down. Inhale, bend front knee, runner's lunge. Gaze forwards. Exhale, coming back towards pyramid pose. Right hip draws back. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. From our pyramid pose, move the left hand towards the center of the mat. Maybe it's a little bit in front of the right foot. Strong through both legs. Inhale, open right arm towards the sky. Revolve triangle variation. Chest is opening to the right side of the mat. As much weight in the feet as possible. Exhale, draw that top hand down, bend the right knee. And then step the back foot in. Exhale, fold over, bend knees, heavy head. Inhale to roll up. Maybe a small back bend. Exhale the hands to the heart center and then down to Tadasana. A brief pause in our goddess squat. So bring the feet wider than hip width. Turn the heels in. And a little sway here as we just tune into what's going on with the hips. Nice upright spine. Pelvis tucked under. Arms can come forwards parallel with the ground. Keep drawing the pelvis under, drawing the tummy in. Pushing down through the feet. Gaze forwards. Back of neck long, so shoulders soft. Breath full and deep. Maybe you can sink a little lower. Squeeze the glutes. Push down the feet. And then hands down, extend the legs. Inhale, arms up. Let that go. Bring the feet back to this normal starting position. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, fold forwards. Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Ready to step or jump back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale through for your back bend of choice. Maybe you're ready for your up dog. Exhale, back to your downward dog. Straight through to three-legged dog. Inhale, left heel. Push that left heel away. Next inhale, come to the tiptoes of the right foot. Exhale, lower the right heel. 2 more. Inhale. Really reach the left heel. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Long through that left leg. Maximum length between left index finger and left heel. Exhale, bend right knee gently. Left knee comes under the body. Coming forwards to our runner's lunge. Left foot goes down. up onto the fingertips and get as long as you can. Long between back heel and crown of head. On your next exhale, left hip comes back, left leg starts to straighten, maybe the fold. Pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Inhale, forwards, runner's lunge. Exhale, draw that hip back. Spine is in line with the long edge of the mat. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, pyramid pose. Maybe you want to try turning the back heel down towards a warrior one foot. You might need to bring in the leg to do that. Right hand comes down to the middle of the mat at the front, left hip back, inhale, revolve triangle variation. Opening the chest to the left. Exhale, bend front knee, turn up the back heel if it's down. Step it through to the front. Forward fold, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, toes turn out, heels turn in, exhale, yogi squat, malasana. Find your malasana. Heels can be up, if that's more comfy. Forearms, triceps inside knees. Use the pressure of knee against tricep, roll the shoulders back, and maybe we can open the chest and bring ourselves a little more upright. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right hand up. If it's in your practice, maybe there's a bind here. Release the bind if you have it. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Open that twist out. Inhale, left hand up. And again, maybe we find the bind here. Release your bind. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands down. Knees come towards back of arms. Weight comes forwards. Pause. If you've got a good Bakasana practice coming up for your Bakasana, otherwise just feeling the weight starting to come forwards, maybe lifting a set of toes, maybe lifting both. Another breath. And gently lowering back onto the feet wherever we are. Bum keeps on coming back and bottom comes down to the mat. Getting ready for our round poses. So first wrapping arms around knees, rolling shoulders back, inhaling, opening chest. Exhaling, rounding forehead towards knees. Inhale, hands to back of thighs, onto the toe tips. Sending away one set of toes. Maybe sending away the other set of toes. And maybe opening hands, finding Navasana. You can stay here. You can extend. And we're going to lower into our dish. Exhale. So keeping everything off the ground apart from the pelvis. Tummy's drawing in. Upper back's off the mat. Inhale, Navasana. Exhale, dish. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. Last one. Inhale up. Maybe tickle the toes. Maybe grab the toes. Exhale, slowly, slowly. We're coming all the way down now. Release the body down onto the mat. Draw the soles of the feet towards the bottom. We're going to take 3 back bends. So let's all start with a bridge, backs of hands down. Inhale, flatten spine. Exhale, float hips. Float the hips, open the chest. Keep drawing the knees together, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the thighs. Exhale, roll the body down onto the mat. Okay, second one. Stick with the bridge, and we're going to take it into a one-legged bridge. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the hips. Make sure the left foot's feeling solid. Inhale, float right knee. Float the knee, float the knee, float the knee, float the knee. Not the foot, the knee. And float the knee. Balance the hips. Then extend the heel away. So again, with the toes bending back towards the knee. Feel like you're pushing something up with the foot. You're pushing it up, lifting with the foot. Now, exhale, bend the knee and let it find its way to the floor. And the hip. Still up, you're still up. So bent knee, hips stay up, open the hip, let the heel find its way to the floor. Ready for the other side. Right foot strong. Inhale, float that left knee. Come to the first position. Foot soft. Balance the hips. Bend the toes back towards the knee and exhale, push left foot towards the ceiling like you need to hold the ceiling up. Keep pushing it up. Then let the knee bend. Come back to the starting position. And then let the hip open. The foot finds its way to the floor. Exhale, roll the spine back down. Windscreen wiper the knees. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, third one, you can take a rest, you can take a bridge, you can take a wheel. Dealer's choice, yogi's choice. And when you're ready, inhale to prepare, exhale, final back. Keep those fingers engaged to protect the wrists. Keep the glutes engaged, thighs drawing in to support the opening of the hips and the lower back. Check that the head is free if you're in your wheel. The face is soft. And when you're ready, if you're in your wheel, shoulders down before head, elbows and knees draw in. Roll the spine back down to the mat. And rock the knees once more. So for the last pose, we can either take a block for a supported inversion, or we can come up into our shoulder stand. We're taking a supported inversion, block on the medium setting under the sacrum, backs of the hands down, float a knee, come onto the tiptoes of the other foot, and maybe float another knee. This should feel really, really good. As if you can let the buttocks drop over the block, and maybe, depending on how stable your block is, you might extend heels away. This is a restorative version of Viparita Kurani, which is one of the few poses that is genuinely hundreds of years old, documented, and is supposed to be the secret to eternal youth. A few more breaths. If you're in your shoulder stand, with control, lower the toes back behind you and find your plow, halasana. Hang out in your halasana for a few moments. If the hands are by the hips, inhale them back so that the arms are stretched out behind the body and the head, reaching towards the back of the mat, the back of the room. Use the arms on the mat as a brake as you slowly, with control, roll the spine back down. That's it. Try to keep the head and shoulders heavy throughout the movement. If you're on a block, gently lower the feet back down, one at a time, all together. Lift the hips, remove your prop, and lay the spine back down. And we're coming towards our Shavasana now, so any final twists or stretches you think you need, you might draw the knees towards the body. You might take a few breaths of happy baby. You might want a bit of happy baby and a supine twist to each side. And if you're completely done with moving, you can come straight to your Shavasana, doing whatever the body is still asking for. And you've still got a minute or two here, so take your time. If you're opening something on both sides, you've got time. Now, when you're ready, making sure you've balanced yourself out, there's no rush. Making your way onto your back. Now finding a comfortable position. Backs of the hands on the mat. Back of the neck long. Feet falling out to the sides. As you let the eyes soften and close, tuning into the information coming from your other senses. What can you hear? What can you smell? Is there a taste? Can you taste anything? And then coming away from the most major senses, how is the temperature of the body after that practice? How is the energy level? With the next exhale, consciously softening the face, maybe releasing the jaw. Maybe finding tension at the forehead we can let go of. And maybe we find the body can sink down into the support of the floor just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. still here in our Shavasana. So when we find the mind wandering, just notice where it's gone. Let that go. Come back to where you are now. And now we'll come back a bit more into where we are now. As we start to bring the body back online. Maybe there's a deeper breath in and a sigh or a yawn. And then the next inhale, bring some activity to fingers to toes, stretch, then begin to wiggle fingers and toes, maybe rotating ankles or wrists, maybe turning head from side to side. And then a nice big stretch, and inhale and stretching the arms away behind us, getting as long as possible. Exhaling and relaxing and rolling onto one side. Maybe we roll onto the right side of the body. Side of the head can rest on the arm. And we soften here again. And then gentle, gentle, finding our seat once more. Returning to where we started an hour ago. Inhale your arms up and find Jali Mudra, draw that prayer gesture down in front of the sternum, in front of the heart. Soften the shoulders, lengthen back of the neck, a gentle bow. Chin drawing back just as it draws down. A moment to practice the practice of gratitude. What are you grateful for this morning and today? And just sitting that for a minute. Oh yeah, that is excellent actually. And letting that go. I'm going to chant Om once to seal this practice. Feel free to join in if you wish. Inhaling. Om. Thank you so much for your attention, and your energy, and your practice. Have a great day. See you soon. Sukhsama.